Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing Daily Sun.
Yes, I have a story. They said villagers in Otobi community in Akpa district of Otukbo Local Government, Benue State, are currently on the run as herdsmen have reportedly besieged their community, attacking, killing innocent citizens and burning houses. The correspondent for Sun said that 3 corpses have already been recovered from the scene as at the time they had filed the report. Now, locals from the area had narrated that about 5:30 p.m. yesterday, gunmen invaded the community, killing unspecified number of people, while many other residents had to flee their homes. The lawmaker representing Otukbo Akpa State constituency at the Benue State House of Assembly, Honorable Kennedy Ambo, also confirmed the developments in Makurdi. And he says that he hails from Akpa district, and he said that there are unconfirmed number of people that have been killed, while they say hundreds were fleeing the community. Another resident of Otobi community, Edwin Ama, also narrowly escaped being killed. He said many persons were feared dead. So he's calling on the federal and state governments as well as security agencies in the state to, stand up to their responsibility and, take over the case that's happening in Benue State. They're saying that headers have taken over the community and, they were unaware. The attack just came without any form of warning. People were just moving about their businesses when they zoomed into the town and started killing people. So that the state securities need to do something about this. Before you know it, Benue will be empty.
That's scary. Yes. I have the story of the Edo State Governor, Monday Okpebholo, who was speaking yesterday, warned that enemies of the nation against importing mercenaries to destabilize the country. The governor spoke when he received the President Northern Youth Association of Nigeria, Godiya Adams Bogoro, and 10 others. He was telling them that it was important for all Nigerians to join hands to tackle insecurity. He urged Nigerians, irrespective of tribe or religion, to live peacefully as brothers and sisters, tasking Nigerian youth never to allow themselves to be used by politicians, because politics is around the corner, and we must ensure that politicians don't use, people should not be used indiscriminately by politicians. According to him, he said we should also know that the youth belong to us, and we should not allow ourselves to be maliciously used. In 2015, it was all over the news that some persons who do not mean well for Nigeria were brought in to destabilize the country, and that shouldn't happen again as we move towards elections. I don't even know why they're talking about elections in 2020.
But that's how politics is now. They're doing groundwork already.
Okay. So the suspended Rivers State Governor, Sim Fubara, has informally summoned by the sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral retired Abbas, to appear before a panel of inquiry regarding all appointments made during his 2-year tenure. In a memo signed by the Secretary to the State Government, Prof. Worika, Fubara and his deputy, Dr. Ngozi Ojo, are expected to appear before the panel on Friday, April the 18th at 10 a.m. at the conference room of the Government House in Port Harcourt. The inquiry, according to the memo, will examine records and documents relating to all political and administrative appointments made under the Fubara-led administration. He's also expected to bring He's also expected to bring forward all justifications and procedural documents relating to the appointments made during his time of office. He said that, and also this session would serve as a forum. This is the one that scattered my head, to explain why he believes he deserves to be reinstated as a governor.
Wait,
this is the height.
This is the job of the sole administrator.
I don't understand. Is this what they sent him?
We need an SAN to come and explain this. I'm telling you. I don't understand.
They now said, he now said finally that this must be, this attendance is mandatory, but it could not be confirmed at the press time last night if Sim Fubara was going to attend. Like how? This is a governor that...
I don't know. We need somebody to come and explain to us what the role of a sole administrator is. I thought it was an interim situation.
For 6 months.
The guy does spread.
Someone said on YouTube yesterday, like, this man thinks that he stays beyond...
He not sitting like,
who is
don't
sitting for
sit
6
down.
months.
It's bringing me back to the military era.
Yes, it's more like that. Because I don't think he has any authority to someone democratically elected governor. He's supposed to hold forth. He's a placeholder for while issues are resolved.
Like, who does that? Then that you come and give reasons why he deserves to be restated. Like, is that your job?
You see, when Fubara was invited by the House, he didn't show up. I criticized him, but if he show up for this one, I could criticize her.
I'm telling you.
Okay, let's move on to Vanguard. This is ridiculous. As I said, we might not know, so let's bring in somebody to explain to us. Vanguard, Platue Outrage grows over killings. Governor Mutfwang apologizes. Easter, federal government declares Friday and Monday public holidays. PDP to Tinubu, Ondo not safe, declares state of emergency. Anyanwu to PDP governors, I can't be removed by some party men. Taraba, Ondo lead as Lassa fever death toll rises to 127. $1 trillion economy, NGE president tasked banks to prioritize real sector lending. Trump's tariffs, global oil volatility harming Nigeria's economy, says NNPP. Labour to FG, unemployment fueling kidnapping and militancy. And monitor Rivers Sole Administrators' activities, Speaker Abbas Tax Oversight Committee. I think it's the president that needs to monitor this man's committee.
All right. So I have major headline, and reactions are still following the killings that has happened in Plateau. You know, following the 2 weeks ago killing of about 104 people in Bokkos Local Government, there was another 52 persons who were killed in the Zike community local government in Plateau State. And so because of that, several reactions are happening. I'm going to pretend I did not see the political party's reaction, because this is not a matter to be politicized. But one of the survivors was giving account in the story of how his sister, just trying to change, his name is Eric Danlemi, he was trying to change her hiding position, and she was sighted and she was shot and she didn't make it. How people struggle to save their lives. Also the groups, the president of the Plateau Initiative for Development and Advancement of the Natives, PDAN, the umbrella body for 56 autonomous communities in Plateau State, have called on the federal government to please do something about this immediately. They recounted how somebody was shot, how a boy was shot and the family of 5 was wiped out. Different account, but the IG visited the places along with the governor of the state. Governor Mutfwang was apologizing to the communities for the delay in response, as you know, from his own end, for their loss and all of that. I've seen criticism of his apology, but he was able to go there and see his people. But the IG also went there and says that none of the perpetrators of this particular crime will go scot-free. He said that apart from condemning the violence that took place, they are fishing out people who will be made to pay for the crimes that they committed in that area. And politicians, of course, are using the opportunity to talk about the president and, you know, he's not acting enough for them.
Okay, so the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, that NCDC, has recorded 667 confirmed Lassa fever cases out of 4,025 suspected cases between January and April 2025 in 18 states across 93 local governments. Currently, the country has recorded 127 deaths with the case fatality rate of 18.8%. Distributed across states, Ondo had 26, Bauchi 12, Edo, Taraba, other states had different amounts of people who died. This is a serious situation, and 127 is a lot of people who have died of Lassa fever, and I think the country needs to take this a bit more serious, and we citizens also need to be careful of how we manage our environment, because Lassa fever is deadly, and people must really take charge.
Yeah, so the federal government has declared Friday, April 18th, and Monday, April 21st. Oh, you said they don't
have holiday now. Monday, we are here.
We don't have holiday. I'm working. Public holidays to mark Good Friday and Easter Monday. Minister of Interior, Dr. Tunji Ojo, on behalf of the federal government, made a declaration and extended heartfelt congratulations to Christians across the country on this joyous occasion, and also prayed that we should extend great goodwill and extend love to our neighbors and pray for the unity and stability of Nigeria as a whole.
We pray. Tribune, our last paper for today. Let's find a story of not taking food. Non-alcoholic beverage pushed Nigeria's inflation to 24.23% in March. 2027 presidency. I am focused on mandate given to me by Oyo State people, says Makinde. Maybe they thought he's running for office. Emergency rule reps inaugurate 21-member committee on rivers oversight. US 14% tariff has significant impact on sector and economy, says Man. Lassa fever, I took that story. FAC, FG states local governments share 1.57 trillion in March revenue. And Investment and Securities Act 2025 engage in Ponzi schemes, spent 10 years in prison. And nobody took that story.
No, I took the major headline.
Okay.
Because it answers Maka's question. So the House of Reps put together a 21-member ad hoc committee chaired by Honorable Julius Nwavere to oversee, to review this House of Emergency rule in Rivers State. And they're saying that strictly, Mr. So Administrator, his work is strictly to take charge and maintain law and order.
Simple.
And ensure that the basic function of governance are met only until full democratic governance is restored.
Simple.
So I don't
Somebody needs to
understand.
send him an
over
email.
Yes.
Now
once the governor come and answer to
he's
him.
doing over syllabus.
So the House
screenshot it and send to his WhatsApp message.
The House committee should send an email that the democratically elected machinery of government are working.
Yes.
So just hold forth. Make sure say nobody they slap nobody. Nobody, that's the work.
Don't someone an
like
elected
nobody is
governor.
blowing pipeline. Nobody is shooting anybody. Nobody is slapping anybody. That's your work.
Be summoning
the governor. Is not your work.
Tell you whether he
They should give him his
deserves-
job
whether he
description. I don't
deserves
think he has it.
to be reinstated.
Imagine that.
I don't think he has his job
That's
description.
a slap on the face. You feel the slap.
Hey, it touched me.
Let's go on a short break. Nigeria is a movie.
It should be on Netflix.
When we come back, we'll bring in our special feature. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.